Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So Trump won, we can celebrate, but I don't think we're out of the woods yet. So let me explain. Let's go ahead and dive into this. Okay, so we see Trump won. He definitely got, looks like not only the all the electoral votes, but also he won by popular vote. I think there was so much corruption that went on into the whole voting process that hopefully they'll do an audit because I believe they'll find that he actually either got way more votes or at least Kamala got way less votes than was reported because of all the voter fraud that went on. So between the ballot stuffing and just how they did all the harvesting of all the undocumented signatures. Anyway, I think there was so much fraud that went on during the election that I hope they do a full audit. I know there's a few states that are doing good audits, and so I hope it actually goes across the board. All states do it, and they then find out what the true numbers are. It'd be awesome if they actually went back to the previous election because we know that was fraudulent as well. Um, they stole that election for sure. So anyway, uh, already the election night or the following morning, there were a couple different reports of Antifa that was organizing to cause havoc in Portland. The police there, for some reason, this time they were right there on it, Johnny on the spot, to you know suppress any violence. And then I guess there was several protesters in Chicago as well that were organizing. And it looks like it's mainly Antifa and those that are supporting Palestine. Um, Kind of a weird group, that dynamic. Anyway, um, I don't think that it's over. I think that especially as the closer we get to the actual inauguration, that there's going to be more violence. And I don't believe it's the last attempt on Donald Trump's life either. I think that there's going to be multiple attempts up to the inauguration and even thereafter. I don't think that they're going to stop. They are furious that he's going to be the next president, and so I think that there's going to be some chaos upcoming. And this brings me to the thing about us individuals as citizens. We need to be prepared. Uh, if you have a firearm, legally carry it everywhere you can. Um, just you got to go to the grocery store, got to go out and get gas, anything. Carry your firearm, have it with you, be prepared. Because you never know with the crazies out there. Uh, we just, you just never know what could happen, and it's good practice to have that personal protection on you anyway, just because of crazies out there that are unhinged. They're either off their meds or they're on something that basically causes them to act irrational. And yeah, it's better to be prepared to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So, highly stress if you don't have a firearm, get one, get trained, understand the functionality of it, and yeah, just be prepared. I can't stress that enough. So, um, I believe that there is going to be some upcoming chaos. Um, and yeah, we just need to be prepared. And we don't know about foreign actors either, as far as what kind of attacks there could be on our country. And so it would certainly be beneficial to have, stock up on food, uh, fuel supplies, just, your basic everyday living, toiletries, just household goods. It's stock up on that stuff. Have an additional supply, and there's a variety of recommended amounts to have on hand. We're going with the 4 to 6 month range here at our household, and we're not quite there yet, but we're working on it. And then every time I go down and look at our prepping, our stocking shelves, um, I get more encouraged the more I see it filled up. And so each time we go to the grocery store, we just buy a couple extra of a particular item and we put it in there. And of course, we have a food rotation system so that all the new food that we buy will go in the back, and then we'll pick off the front of the shelf. And I'm working on a spreadsheet to actually keep track of all that, so we have a good inventory of everything and know what the projected shelf life is for those things. And a lot of the things we're buying, we're getting them in bigger packs, and then I've got a vacuum sealer that we are then in turn breaking it down into the smaller packs and then repackaging them into the vacuum seals. And then with those, we've got buying the Mylar for various goods that we want to keep for even longer. That you put those oxygen absorbers in, and between those, the canning jars, and we've got some food grade 5 gallon buckets with the gamma lids, and so we've we're stocking up so we're prepared, and I hope that everyone else can do the same. And you also want to look at having a good water filtration system. If the infrastructure breaks down at any point, say the water supply shuts off, do you have another source of water? Luckily, I do. We're right along our property, we have a river. And so, of course, it's a little bit of an inconvenience to drive down to the river to get it, but we do have a water source so we can get, whatever amounts of water. And then we have water filtration methods that we can then, purify our water to make it so that it's drinkable and consumable. So different things like that you want to think about having on hand. It's like if you were going to go on a camping trip, what are those items that you'd have? You have, an alternate source of fuel for cooking. So we have extra propane on hand. We have plenty of wood to start, fire that way, as well as charcoal. And then I've got some other alcohol for those little heat in the can to refill those. So we've got multiple sources methods to be able to cook with, and then you get first aid kits you want to have on hand. We have everything from even I bought some uh, hypodermic needles in case we needed to inject medication that way. Uh, got all different kinds of first aid kit stuff for all the different types of damage that you can have to your body. Anything from broken bones to cuts, lacerations. I got a stitching kit, so if I need to actually do sutures on myself or my wife, then we can take care of things if medical facilities aren't available in the near future, or in our local area. So all different things you want to prepare for. So it's like even though it's like doom and gloom as far as the things that you would be prepping for, it's like it's good to have all that stuff on hand in the event that something did happen. It's like you've got it, and you don't have to worry about searching, rummaging, trying to find it at a later date. And it's just like the last hurricane we had come through, Hurricane Helene, we had lost power for over 2 days. And so I got a generator, and it ended up being that no more than I hooked it up, went to the store, come back, and power had been restored. So it had only been running for a couple hours, but at least I know that we have that and it'll power the house. Will be good for that. So there are so many things that you could be prepared for, but it's the basic necessities. Do you have enough food on hand? and the medical supplies and personal protection. Not only do I have a handgun that I carry everywhere, but I also have, shotgun and rifle and plenty of ammo. Um, so the event that the zombie apocalypse came, I've got enough to be able to take out several days worth of zombie attacks. So it's something to keep in mind. And then of course with the firearms, not only do you have to be trained on it, understand how everything functions, but you need to practice with it. So go to a range and practice your long range and short range shooting. Most of the encounters people have with using a handgun are less than 25 feet. And so you need to practice that. And it's anything from, of course, just, aiming and shooting and hitting target, but it's a thing of unholstering and shooting your target in an active type of situation. There's a lot of different training out there you can get, and I highly recommend you look into that and get that. But I just wanted to kind of make sure that we don't take this election results for granted and just think that the other side is going to be okay with it. I was just, the past 2 days now looking at all the different news reports and the feeds coming in from, uh, like on X, and there's people out there that are advocating, taking out the president still, and he's not even been sworn into office yet. So there's a lot of crazies out there. So thing you have to do is just be prepared and take care of yourself. And anyway, that's about it. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification for upcoming videos. And until next time.